Say you start your own detailing company, right? Like you have already, and they just in the backfield chewing your back out. Oh, don't do business with him.
I try to let it slide.
I try to let it slide.
I try to let it slide.
I have one of those every episode.
Oh yeah, you might gotta cut that out. Chew my back out.
We can cut that, really. What's up, y'all? This is Sean from Add to the Convo. Welcome to the Convo You Need to Hear podcast. I got my co-host right here. As D-Ton.
What's this, number 19?
Yeah, number 19, man. And the title of this episode for us, as we step into our 19th episode, is it's called Tunnel Vision, right? Okay. And I say I named it Tunnel Vision because I feel like we came up in a generation where we had to have tunnel vision. I feel like we're in a generation now. I feel like if you don't have the ability to maintain to be yourself or just have your own, to stay in your own lane, I feel like you're going to get lost out here. So how you feel about that?
I agree, man. I agree. I think it's important nowadays to really just, stay in your lane, man, because our generation is known for, a lot of cap.
Okay.
It's a lot of stuff is not really real, man. So, they try to make us more gullible, by saying the things that they want us to hear. You feel what I'm saying? So you could get lost in that for sure. Like, especially, with the whole Forex thing, a lot of people got lost, man, because, they kind of made it sound too good.
Yeah.
And then same thing as far as, like, the internet now, like, making money, they'll say you can make $100K a month, stuff like that. But all the time, they don't even got $100K to their name.
And I feel like where they messed up is that I feel like the careers these people are in, you can get rich off these careers.
Yeah.
But I feel like the people who are teaching people how to get rich didn't get rich from these careers.
Right. I agree.
So like you teaching me on how to do something that you never did.
Never did.
At the end of the day, it's like say somebody that sells products online like Amazon and stuff like that. Oh, I can show you how to make $10 million in 4 years.
Right.
You never did that.
Right.
So I think a lot of people are making money off courses and stuff like that. I think the real how to get rich is off courses.
I agree.
And then also it's like I feel like us as people too. I feel like we value the wrong things because how do some of these people reel us in? Luxury items. So we're not gonna listen to somebody that's in a Honda Civic. We're gonna listen to somebody that's in a Rolls Royce.
Right.
Why? Because we just are attracted
to those type of things.
Yeah, so
I agree.
But I just feel like we just gotta upgrade our focus and understand like what's more important out here. People are worried about materialistic stuff that can be going to the next minute. They're not really focused on the wisdom and the guidance that some people can actually give you who may not be in the richest position. Like I feel like even if I become rich, right, I can still talk to somebody who I'm 100 times richer than because of the wisdom some people bring.
Right.
So
yeah.
But then
I think too, right? Just to touch on that subject again, somebody was basically saying like, if you teaching me all these courses, having all these courses, you're not in the field. You feel what I'm saying? Because you can't be in the field and have all this time to teach people.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? It's no balance. It's just you just actively teaching us, but they were saying basically how, things change, like laws change. So if you teaching me about Airbnb, you feel what I'm saying? You don't even know about the new stuff. You feel what I'm saying? That happened.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, I guess it's not really a balance when it comes to those type of things. It's just more so like going based off of what they heard or probably what they experienced in those couple years of experience that they might have.
Okay.
But they don't actively, have enough experience to really, like, I guess, give gems in a sense. Because I don't really think courses is worth it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's just me, though.
Yeah. And then also, when it comes to our generation, too, I see a lot of competition.
Right.
I feel like a lot of people, when it comes to people getting money, getting this luxury item stuff, just doing anything in life, I feel like it's something that they ride. How can I say when they move? It's like they move with it like they're in competition with somebody else.
Right.
That they don't even know. Like you can see a person on the internet, a dude that actually made money legit, and then people are trying to be in competition with him by doing different things, trying to tear him down so they can reach his level and stuff like that, or her level.
Right.
So when it comes to friends being in competition with you, how do you like approach that?
So as far as for that, I either remove myself from the situation or address it, because I don't really have time to, I just feel like my time is valuable, your time is valuable. I don't really want to do nothing, childish. Like,
Yeah.
let's not, diss each other, nothing like that. Let's address it. If you got something that you don't like, that's cool. I'm going to just remove myself from you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or you just remove yourself from me. But I don't really think, you know what I'm saying, there's really nothing to it but just removing yourself. Like, I don't really think you really have to entertain nothing. You know what I'm saying? None of that. You feel me? But I don't know. I guess it's just how some people are. Me personally, I just think we was never friends from the jump.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's just me.
But I feel though as though when it comes to the year of 2024,
Yeah.
for me it's the year of separation. I mean, so right now I'm not all about pettiness. I'm all about togetherness, in a sense.
Right.
And I tell people that because life is really too short, man. When you look at things like, I'm not going to be arguing with you about who's better, who has better this and that, who accomplished more, because we all in our individual races, man, at the end of the day. You may be in a race with me, but I'm not in a race with you. I'm rooting for you
Right.
at the end of the day. And a lot of people don't get the chance to grasp that fact because they're just too stuck on trying to say, I'm better than this person. I'm doing better than this person. No, me personally, I'm happy for you. Like a person that say, oh, my friend gets a new car. My friend buys a new house. I'm not hating on you. I'm happy for you. 'Cause I wanted you to accomplish that.
Right.
More than you wanted to accomplish that.
Right.
I feel like that's really what friends are. I mean,
Yeah.
but everybody has a different definition. That's our definition of what a friend is.
Right.
We're rooting for our friends. We're not in competition with our friends. We want our friends to accomplish their goals.
Right.
We want our friends to live out their dreams and live their life out. I mean, so, but hopefully people like grasp that fact and understand what they got going on, and also just check themselves at the door. I mean, so have that conversation with yourself to get yourself ready to accomplish goals this year and not be in competition with your friends.
Evaluate your circle, man.
Exactly. And then looking at things for what they truly are. I mean, so I say that I feel like some people, me included, are blind when it comes to certain things. So has it ever been like a person or something that you've been blind to, and then you didn't really understand what was going on until it was a little bit too late?
Yeah, definitely. So the type of person I am, I'm family oriented, stuff like that.
Yes, sir.
And I feel like it mostly happened when I kind of, care too much about the person. So
Yeah.
like family, for example,
Yeah.
we all care about our family. In a relationship, you care about that person as well.
Yes.
So when I care about that person a lot, I'm kind of blind to a lot of stuff just because I care about you a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a
So
fact.
I'll be willing to, unfortunately, I'll be willing to let some stuff slide, you feel what I'm saying, rather than somebody else. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not always the best, but I mean, we live and we learn.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? But
For sure.
yeah, that's pretty much it. Like as far as just like family and relationship, I think that's like my main two.
Yeah. Me, when it comes to family, I have my immediate family who I really care for. But I had to realize too, when it comes to friends, family, it's any everyday strangers I meet, I have to give myself a limit how much. It's gonna sound weird how much love I show.
Right.
You know what I mean, and when I say how much love I show, I may show too much love to the wrong person. I mean, because when I say too much love to the wrong person, I mean as they may think they could take advantage of me. You know what I mean? Oh, my friend needs $10 this day. Oh, I give him $10. That may be building up a monster.
Right.
I'm just being real. I'm just being kind, looking out for a friend,
Face
a
time.
so-called friend. But I
Right.
really probably just created a monster.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Whole time.
understand that you just gotta check yourself at the door and understand, like, yo, watch who you're nice to. I'm just saying, be nice to everybody, but don't be too generous to the wrong people. I mean, because that could be taken as a sign of that you're gullible, and they can take advantage of you. And
I think it's pretty much like just like boundaries. Like you gotta set some type of boundaries to where, you feel what I'm saying, they can't ask you for this amount of time.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I gave you $10, but you can't keep coming back. You feel what I'm saying? But you gotta set that boundary so they know that, so they don't, try to take advantage of you or whatever the situation is.
man, too, I like it, like stuff. I look at this too. Like when it comes to friends, I don't think, like me personally, I don't bring up the past a lot. I mean, I don't bring up what I did for people. at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like I would never bring up, oh yeah, but I help you do this when somebody says they can't help me do something.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't, because I feel like I really did it out of the heart. I didn't do it for no monetary gain or the whole son over you. So I just look at like stuff like that. Now, it is a time, or if I'm there for somebody a lot all the time and I just ask them for one little thing, I look at that a little bit different, a little bit too. But it depends on what it is too. But you gotta realize life don't stop for you though. At the end of the day, so you just gotta take that. Not saying take that L, but just take that as a lesson. You know what I mean, yeah. So so if you talk about friends and stuff, like when it comes to like relationships, right? Let's say none of us, we're not in relationships and stuff like that. Let's just say none of us are. We're talking about when we're about to start talking to somebody, right? Reality versus potential. How do you feel about that? Like especially when it comes to Philly, though. Like us being from Philly.
So you mean in general, or just like
like all right. So people look at what somebody can be versus who they truly are.
Right. Basically, don't get lost in the sauce, man. I think that's mainly what it is. If I'm saying people get lost in the sauce and they kind of lose it's like I want to say they set too much standards, but they don't set the right standards. Yeah, I guess you know what I'm saying. So I kind of see it as right. You know, you can ask for what you put out.
True.
You feel what I'm saying? So if she's a hardworking woman, if you're a hardworking man, and you ask for someone that's hardworking, you know, that work every day like you do, I feel like that's realistic. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Or like, let's say such as like a female, you know, making a good amount of money, she would want a man making a good amount of money. True. I mean, I don't think that's unrealistic just because, you know, she has that. You know what I'm saying? So if you have that, you can ask for that. That's how I feel. And then that's like as far as potential too. Like, I think pretty much the mindset. I'm attracted to mindsets. Yeah. So I think like how you think and like how you view different things, like your values. I think that shows your true potential. You know, like how much I'll be willing to take this farther, and it'll just show me, you know, if I need to leave you alone or if I think I can continue to take you serious. Yeah, because with me too, right? When I say reality versus potential, I tell people too, don't get too stuck on like who you want somebody to be, right? Who you believe they can be. Right. Like you could believe, like me, like say if I was a girl, right? I believe my boyfriend could be a good man one day. But you gotta take it for what it is now. I mean, because you being blind to who that person truly is may mess up your life in the long run. It may take some of your prime years away from you. Right. Where you really could have been enjoying different things, experimenting different things if you just wasn't so blind and just let this person like held you back. You know what I mean? So I look at people like when it comes to people that look at potential, I feel like they get held back in a way. They do. In a sense. I mean, so that go for men and women, and there's people whoever you're attracted to, I just feel like look at their reality and take them for who they are right now. Like, if you see a person's not changing right now, they don't want to change, I mean, you give them a chance at the chance. Like, the clock is still ticking. I mean, time don't wait for nobody. So I just tell people, you know what I mean, get more stuck on their reality and not the potential at the end of the day. I mean, then when I say reality, like, all right, is this person making different steps that change their life around? I mean, is this person trying to change their financial situation each and every day? Putting in a little bit of work each and every day. Because people got to stay away from affirmations. Oh, this is going to happen for me. No, you have to put in work every day out here. It's like, all right, me having a clothes brand, right? It's kids that tell me, oh, can you teach me how to make $100K with a clothing brand? I said, I can't teach you how to make that. Because I haven't made that yet. Right. But people have to understand, oh, I'm just going to keep saying this is going to happen. No, you have to put in work each and every day. Little small steps. You have to learn too. Because people just like this just say, all right, it's just going to happen as time goes on. If I just keep moving. Because if you keep moving and not learning nothing, you just doing a 360. Basically. Yeah, I mean, you're not, so, but. Basically. That's basically how I feel about that though, man. But, is having morals still a thing? You said it's having morals? Yeah, it's having morals still a thing. I said, I thought it was. No, I'm just asking. Yeah, man, I'm just saying, like. I hope it is. You know, us on this platform, we keep stuff real, man. Right. So, when I say it's having morals a thing, right? I choose to stay off the internet certain days, right? I mean, I do be on Instagram, but at certain times of the day, I stay off social media. So what times you talking about?
So all right, probably like from 9 to 12. I may be strolling a little bit, but then like from the one to 5, I'm not on it as much, and then plus especially nighttime. I mean, so, but I feel like when I say it's moral still a thing, I see a lot of things people doing nowadays. Like we gotta retire that line. If it don't make money, it don't make sense. Because for this generation, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's a lot of dumb stuff out here making money, and we gotta put that in like this. I'm gonna say this in context. This is like, all right, the clicks and views is cool, but it was like, I mean, I talk about on different episodes. People talking about people sacrifice their son, and it's a person out here that's saying that type stuff about somebody, right? And monetizing off of that content. Now, if a person's making good, funny content, you doing what you're doing, I have no problem with that. More power to you, because that's what we're trying to do right here, monetize off content. But when it comes to people hating on people, people getting an audience, people doing different things, monetizing off their audience, I just feel like stuff that's got to give at certain times, man. So how do you feel about, like, do you feel like morals is still a thing right here?
It's like, you know, I guess some people have some and some people don't, bro. Like you said, like, it comes to my other point, like, you can't get lost in the sauce, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, they get lost in the sauce and they start, you know, having that internet mindset, or what they call it, internet logic. Yeah. Like, once you have that internet logic, you know, I just know to separate myself from you, just because, like, it can really, you know, mess you up when it comes to a lot of things. Like, I think, you know, internet logic is not, you know, is not real. You feel what I'm saying? Like, stick to what you know, stick to, you know, how you grew up, and just stop believing everything. You feel what I'm saying? Because, like I said, a lot of this is just for entertainment, bro. People do this for clicking views, like you said. Like, a lot of this stuff is not real, so y'all get lost in these theories and stuff like that. It's not going to do nothing but just make you look like a fool. You feel what I'm saying? So I just say just stay present in your life, and you know, have your own experiences though. Don't listen to the internet. Have your own point of view on it. You know, stuff like that. That's how I feel about it though.
Because me, how I move about life personally, I'm just speaking for myself. I move how like so basically, I treat people the way I want to be treated, and that's like I treat other businesses how I want people to treat my business. I mean. But then I feel like at the end of the day, it's like just a me mentality with certain people.
It is, yeah.
Like, certain people be rude towards certain people, hard work.
Yeah.
I mean, and I be like, what if somebody did this to your craft?
Right.
You wouldn't feel good if somebody did it to your craft.
Right.
So I feel like we'd be more stronger as people if we value our peers, hard work like we do ours.
I agree.
You know what I mean? So from the hate I see from us being from Philly, we call hate versus love. Like, when I see people like new music acts, finally getting a break, it's always something down the line, right? Like, I want y'all to think about this. I want our cameraman, while Rico, think about this too. Think about the last few acts that come out of Philly. They get a hit, right? It's always something a few weeks or a couple months later that comes out about them, something from the past, something they made a mistake that is used to tear them down. And it's always somebody from their hometown bringing it up though. You know what I mean? And I feel like when a lot of the artists in the city, right? I'm speaking to a lot of artists in the city, right? A lot of y'all will be farther if y'all stop trying to look rich and actually put in the work to be rich. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, like, I see a lot of dudes, like, I feel bad for certain videographers nowadays, because you see a person with a so-called $8,000 outfit or jewels, different cars, but then they penny pinch when it's stuff that really matters. Like, when you're a musician, you try to penny pinch the producer, the videographer, the engineer, different stuff like that. Y'all don't really spend money where it really matters. And I feel like it's a lot of entitlement too when it comes to the musician, the business owners, content creators. Oh, you didn't do this for me. What did you do for anybody?
Right.
It's a lot of people out here I witness that haven't done nothing for nobody out here, but once they're here to be fed. I mean, so
right.
I feel like that's like the mindset shift we gotta have in the city.
No, I agree. And I think that comes to our next point as far as like people degrading others' accomplishments. Like, you know, it's a lot of hate, man. So I think just in this world period though, I think it's kind of, Maybe it's just hard for people to grasp, other people's success. But
Yeah.
like you said, I think you should just, kind of use it as motivation. Like if everybody in my circle got a Rolls Royce, and you could just ask them, how did y'all get this? You feel what I'm saying? Instead of hating, ask them about it. You feel what I'm saying? They might be willing to help you. They might be willing to show you, different steps to help you elevate yourself too. Instead of just, hating on somebody else's stuff, you could get the same thing. It's enough money in this world for everybody. So
Facts.
you just gotta find it. You just gotta network, and build a strong network so you could really, elevate and get to that next level.
I'll say this too, right? When it comes to people downgrading other people's accomplishments, I'll actually just say this: they're not happy with oneself. You're not happy with yourself if you're out here downgrading what other people got going on. That's just a fact. Because me, if you're really in a happy mood, I know when I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm proud of what anybody got going on. I can see a stranger had their grand opening for their car wash. Yeah. I'm happy for them. I mean, so I feel like if you just have a mentality that's to grade other people to push you up, you're really not a person that's strong.
Right.
I mean, so if you use other people's accomplishment trying to downgrade them, you're not strong. You're using them as a crutch.
Right.
I mean, so I look at that too. That's like a reflection of you don't have belief in self.
Right.
To be honest with you, you trying to downgrade people.
I agree. I think it's all about, what you put out in the world is what you receive too. So if you putting out that hate and, that type of negative energy into the world, I feel like that's what you're going to receive, from that as well. Because why would you receive good things from hating on somebody else or, talking about somebody else? I don't really think that's not the right way of going about it, to be honest with you. So.
Yeah, overall, love conquers all, man. I tell people too, as you go along today, conquer the day. You'll get to tomorrow if you conquer today first. I
agree.
And there's gonna be a lot of battles. I tell people all the time, like you're not gonna have a smooth road when it comes to people being happy for you because a lot of people aren't. That's just a natural life. You can fucking find a cure for cancer. Somebody's gonna have something bad to say.
I agree.
Even though cancer hurt a lot of millions and millions of people, somebody's going to have something negative to say about you, no matter what accomplishment you do. I mean, so I just tell people just stay along the road and be happy for yourself and for others, but also don't depend on other people to be happy for you, for you to be happy. I mean, so
I agree.
Yeah.
We talked about people not being happy. We talked about the internet, man. So speaking of the internet. I know we all saw Cat Williams. We all saw how we all saw what he did to the internet. You know what I'm saying? So what you think about Cat Williams' point that he was making? Do you think he was lying? Do you think
I'm gonna be honest, right?
It's real.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like some of his points he was saying was factual.
Yeah.
Like let's be honest, Ricky Smiley, he was not about to be money like. Come on now.
I know.
Let's be honest. I couldn't imagine him in that role.
I can't either.
And then if this is now I don't know if this is a true fact. If he said it was 250 people auditioning for that role,
right?
How did you have the role already?
Yeah.
That's like saying, I'm the starting point guard for the University of Duke next season, but we got tryouts next week for the point guard position.
Right.
For the starting point guard position.
That don't make sense.
So, yeah, so it was a lot of things. I mean, I want to see how it rolls out, but it was a lot of people who he mentioned. Mm-hmm. You look at some of their responses. A lot of people didn't respond to what he was saying. So I look at that as, you can't deny the truth at the end of the day.
So this is how I feel about it, right? Because I agree. I think some of the points that he made was valid, bro. Especially the ones about the dress. Like, you're saying a lot of people that wear dresses, stuff like that, what it meant, blah, blah, blah. I just think, right, okay, cool. He went on the internet and said all that. You feel me? But why did they allow him to say that, though? That's kind of how I view it. Because that high-powered people that y'all know I'm talking about, they powerful, right? So I think they have opportunity to remove certain things and, eliminate certain things from being seen into the world. But I feel like they allowed that for some reason, though.
Yeah, all right, that's true, right, too, right? But it's a certain point, right, when it comes to, say a lie about me, right?
Yeah.
On your own podcast, right?
Yeah.
Like, forget our podcast.
Yeah.
Say you start your own podcast, say lies about me. I get your podcast taken down. But What does that tell the people?
That's true.
It's some truth to it.
That's true. Yeah.
Because it's like, all right, I remember Jay-Z said this. I don't entertain the lies because I mean, when the truth is more entertaining. So like, I tell people, when it comes to like, if it's a lie, I'm not gonna entertain it. I mean, so I look at people when somebody's saying something about somebody and a person is like going back and forth with them. It's some truth to it.
Yeah, they did it.
It's some truth to it.
Yeah.
But then you gotta think about this though. Cat Williams has been getting played as a drug addict for like the last
for a minute,
20 years.
Yeah.
I mean, people been calling him crazy and stuff like that. So
yeah,
he got some points though. But when it comes to being a real king of comedy, he was just saying why he don't think people is the real king of comedy. I mean, so and him saying people not funny. Let's say if he said Kevin Hart's not funny, you can't get mad because that's an opinion.
I mean, speed is a speed.
Yeah, I mean, so I feel like Kev is funny in certain aspects, but then he also may say, "Oh, Kev getting writers, a lot of comedians having writers. You can't really say that you're funny. You write your own jokes and stuff like that." That's like the same thing with music. You can't say you're the top 5 dead or alive if you don't write your own music.
I agree.
You know what I mean? So
I agree. I think Kevin Hart was in a little frenzy though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's been a crazy decade though. Since 2016, it's been a crazy time for Kev. But you know, we still rock Philly though, man. We got love for Kev though.
Definitely.
On the podcast though, man. So, but I tell people too, I feel like the Cat Williams saga would have kept under wraps if a lot of comedians would have kept Cat name out their mouth. And that goes to staying in your lane, man. That's like us on this podcast. You could go back from the last 18 episodes. We never diss no other podcasts on here. We never did.
No artists.
No artists. We don't diss no artists. We don't do because us at Add to the Convo, we focus on togetherness, and we all ain't got to get money together. We're not all gonna get money together. That's just how stuff is set up. But we all do want to welcome people who mess with us. I mean, I feel like when it comes to team together, we each achieve more. I mean, in a way, but certain people don't look at that. I mean, they want to take the solo road. There's nothing wrong with that. I hope that gets you to where you want to go. But over here, we more about teamwork because teamwork will make the dream work.
I agree, man.
I mean, so
I agree.
But staying in your lane, though, man. When it comes to staying in your lane, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you stay in your lane? What's some things you do?
Just focus on myself, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like I got enough problems to be worried about somebody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
And I just want more for myself. I think that's really what it is, man. Like when you want success and you want to achieve, I don't think you really have time to, really worry about anybody else.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? So when I'm just focused on my goal, that's all I see is the goal. And that comes to our point, tunnel vision. That's all I get is tunnel vision, when it comes to trying to achieve something. I just don't see, like I was saying earlier, I don't really see the point of, negative stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. And when it comes to staying in your lane, man, you just gotta really just have that real, like no pun intended, the tunnel vision, such as the episode title. Yeah. When it comes to just being who you truly are, because I feel like a lot of people lose their lives, miss out on great opportunities for not being who they truly are.
I agree.
So, as we get to like the middle of the episode, right? We're not going to switch things around a little bit because we don't do that. But when it comes to like, we said stay in our lane. We talk about the cat. Well, it's morals to the thing. When it comes to sex before marriage, what's your thoughts on that?
So I kind of have like two different point of views about it. Feel me? I just think that it's a big distraction, or it can be, and it is like a big distraction when it comes to you getting to know someone, or you being in a relationship with somebody. It's a big distraction just because of the stuff that come with it. Sex come with a lot of stuff, emotions, different actions. You feel what I'm saying? Like you could have somebody acting different that they never acted before. You know what I'm saying? But it's just because of they don't. It's just the feelings. Like it's a different type of feeling for different people. So, it could be a big distraction. That's why I think sometimes you should wait. You feel what I'm saying? Like I kind of got two ways about it. For me, so I see why they tell you to wait for marriage. I see why God said you should wait till marriage just because of that. You know, the stuff that it comes with. You know, it takes from the value of, you know, shout out to the cameraman. He said building like the value and, you know, the different things that you need for a long lasting relationship. It takes from that for sure. Just because, you know, that's mainly the main focus, you know, at some point in time in your relationship. Because, you know, let's say y'all used to doing it 5 times a week, something like that. Let's say you get it one time a week, your whole mood is messed up. You know, now you're losing the vision of yourself. And what I'm saying, just because of that, now you're probably chasing somebody else or trying to look for it somewhere else. So I think it loses its value of different parts in a relationship. But I also feel like too, like, connection is very important to me. So I think in certain things, you know, if we like the same thing, you know, of course we will build a better connection. But if we don't, it's kind of hard to, for me at least, to really be with somebody long term if we don't really share the same, you know, things that we like.
True, that's true.
So,
and that's some great points you just had there, man. When it comes to me, like sex before marriage, like, is not having sex a deal breaker in a relationship? It depends what mood I'm in. I mean, I feel like, I mean, I'll be honest with you. It depends what mood I'm in. It depends what mood I'm in. Now, is it like, can I live without it? Let's say yes. But it's at the same time as, it's like, when it comes to, like, I do feel like sex will take some focus out of your mind. Like, you're not going to be focused all the way. That goes for women, too. I feel like most times women, too, they just like I seen sometimes sex may take advantage of you. Like, when it comes to, like, all right, what it does to you, how it makes you feel. You probably never felt this way before. You know what I mean? So, like, it may get you off your track, off your game. You may be unfocused because you're thinking about, oh, what is this person doing when they're not with me? I mean, so, like, and it also, I feel like, I don't know how sex goes for everybody else, but, like, it comes to, clinginess, too. You know what I mean? Like, people, certain people may bring a certain type of clinginess out of you where you're attaching them and you're not focused on your life, what you got going on, your goals, your job, your responsibilities and stuff like that. So I feel like, I think it depends who you is as a person and how experienced you are as well with life. I mean, because some people, we all didn't grow up the same. You know what I mean?
So in regards to that, right, to kind of tie everything in, how do you feel about being celibate? Would you be celibate in a relationship? Have you been celibate before? Like, what is your views on celibacy? Like,
so before I say my answer, right? Can you explain to me? Like, I have a kind of
like
the meaning. What does it mean? I have a in my head. I don't want to say the wrong thing.
So honestly, just basically, you know, withholding from having, you know, sexual intercourse. You know, it comes with all forms. From saying, so was there a point in time where you kind of withheld from you know, all sexual intercourses, you know, kind of just put that energy towards something else?
Yeah, and I feel like for you, anybody to be truly successful in any field, I feel like you have to have some type of sacrifice. Some sacrifice when it comes to your actions, your activities, having fun with other different stuff that's not really important. You have to have some type of sacrifice so you can focus up on doing what you gotta do when it comes to your career. I don't care if you're an athlete, doctor, anything, or you're studying in college, about to get your degree. You gotta have some type of focus in this because it does take you off track, and it's proven too. I mean, and then plus, am I a person that I can't go 2-3 months without it? No, it's not. It's not who I am, but I feel like what mess people up when you're consistently getting something on a weekly basis, multiple times a week, it takes over your body a little bit. I mean, because some people, like, I guarantee you, most people in a relationship who have sex 3-4 times a week, one of the partners don't want to do it that much. You know what I mean? You know, I feel like it comes to a point in time where, like, let's be honest here. We gotta be honest here, though, bro. Like. It's weigh people's down a little bit, man. It messes with certain people's mental.
No,
I'm just.
So have you done it? Have you ever done it while being in a relationship? And how do you feel about it? Like, as far as in a relationship, like, do you think it's possible for both of y'all to do it, or at least just for one person? I mean, well, obviously both of y'all. You feel me? If one person is doing it, but if one person, I guess, brought it up, and the other person was just like, okay.
Yeah, but I feel like if you're a person that wants to go settle with somebody, you have to make sure that person is designed for that type of lifestyle. When it comes to them, because a lot of women and a lot of men want to have celibate relationships, like wait till marriage, but they partner may not be designed to do that. I mean, so when I say design, their mindset might not be there. Mm-hmm. They may not be at a certain point in the life that you're at, where they want to make that certain sacrifice. I mean, so and they may keep. I mean, the stuff is different. I mean, it's a lot of different. Everybody got that vice. Sometimes it's gambling. Sometimes it's doing other stuff, or sometimes it's sex. You know what I mean, so I tell people, make sure your person who you're trying to do that with, and you're waiting to marriage with, is designed to live that lifestyle with you. I mean, because a lot of people don't have that discipline.
I agree.
I mean, I feel like in different areas when relationships, we're all not like our level of discipline and not spending money is gonna be at different levels. I feel like that's for every relationships.
Okay. Yeah. So do you think people will be a lot farther in life, or how do you think celibacy or wait until marriage could affect our generation?
I feel like we'll be a lot farther.
Okay.
We're at, and I feel like I just think with life, bro. Worry about what truly matters will get you farther. To be honest with you, at the end of the day, I just feel like when it comes to it's like, say somebody that's chasing the dream, right? Say somebody that's making art, any body of art, man. And you worry about the opinions, and it's really going to just like interrupt your creativity because of the fact of you're not really crafting what you feel from your eyes. You're doing it from other people's eyes. I mean, because you can't. Let's just say, like, I feel bad for certain athletes, right? Not to go off topic. You work so hard at a craft, right? But then you have a million different opinions coming at your craft. That's like, say we make a movie, right? And there's a million different people saying a million different things. What's wrong with it? We can't create something that a million people just all is going like at once.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I just say, I probably did go off point to your question.
It's all good.
Yeah, it's all good.
I forgot how we got there. I ain't gonna lie to
I feel like I did answer it though. In a way though.
You sure, bro?
Yeah. But then, but for the viewers, just I could practice celibacy. Yes.
No, it was more so like, how do you think the generation, could impact from all that?
Our generation?
Yeah. Like you said, we could be a lot farther.
Yes. I feel like so you gotta think about this, bro. It's people our age that's 23, 24, 22, 21, yeah, up to 18, right? Who sex probably impact their life a lot financially. Could do people having kids at a young age. Probably some people have multiple kids, some people just got one. And then also, like, the urge to having sex landing certain people in jail. No, seriously though.
What you mean by that though? You gotta unpack that a little bit.
So like a lot of people be forceful. A lot of people are thirsty.
Okay.
I mean, and they go all the way left doing the wrong things. I'm not gonna say what, because what people can grasp what I'm trying to say. But
right.
Yeah, just having that, like, that's just a discipline. I feel like you gotta have discipline out here, man. Because I go anything. Because me personally, I messed with the wrong people in the past due to me having that urge to want to have sex.
Right. So it was lust.
Yes, lust. It wasn't love.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Speaking on that, so how can you personally tell the difference between lust and love?
Doing stuff out
the viewers.
Doing stuff out the kindness of your heart and not to get something in return. I mean, because you got to think about this. A lot of people take people out to dinner, buy gifts for people to get something in return.
Right.
I mean, and not just appreciation.
Right.
I always say, when anything you do out of the kindness of your heart, I feel like appreciation should be the gift that's gifted back to you. I mean,
right.
That's like, say you buy us lunch for the podcast, right? Appreciation. Oh, thanks, bro. Appreciate it. I mean,
right.
But a lot of people do stuff to get stuff out of people. It's not all the way genuine. You know what I mean? Like, you got to think about the list of guys, right?
Yeah.
That take females on dates.
Yeah.
You're looking for something in return.
Yeah.
That's like with women.
Mm-hmm.
When usually they buy men's stuff, or they do something for men, treat a man good. It's certain criterias and not certain it's certain requirements that you got to meet
Right.
for them to keep doing that. You know what I mean? So they need to have a sense of appreciation, and then also there's like I don't feel like it's that much generosity out here though.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's not that many acts of kindness out here. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that's even in the business world. Oh yeah, bro, I edited these photos for you at this concert. There you go. They're going to expect something back in return.
I agree.
Yeah, it's definitely. I feel like there's a lot of monetary gain behind a lot of these acts of kindness.
I agree. I think how I view it too is the same way. I think as far as lust, how I know the difference is more so what I would do for love. You know, like I feel like love is a lot stronger than lust, of course. So I know if love will have me do a lot more than just sex. You feel what I'm saying? That's not really that's the least of my worries when it comes to love. You feel what I'm saying? That's like the last thing I really worry about. So that's how I really know the difference between the two. Cause you know what I'm saying? You just know.
Yeah, you just know. And then also, people have to look at. I don't think us as a generation. A lot of us, some of us do, but I think a lot of us don't look at the long term thing behind our decisions. Like. Will a 30-year-old self be proud with your 20-year-old self?
Right.
You know what I mean? What you doing now? What you post on the internet? What you doing for attention?
Right.
Are you going to be proud of that? And then also, I ask people this too, right? When they dating somebody, right? This may come off weird. Would you want the person that you're in a relationship with? Say you was to have a kid with them. Would you want the person that you're in a relationship with? Like, would you want your son to be like the person that you're in a relationship with right now when your son's their age?
Right.
Saying so.
No, that's a fact though.
I tell people that all the time, man. Yeah. What we got next though, man?
So, this leads us to our next point, right? So, we talked about a lot of different things, and I know we start mentioning, the future a little bit. So, as far as like industries goes. What is 3 industry do you see yourself being in?
This is a good one too. So it's 2 I can't say: media and clothing. I can't say those.
Right.
Well, I do have a goal. Like I do want to the hospitality industry. I want to be a part of that.
Okay.
I don't care if it's just me being a sauna partner, like a casino or something like that, or like a restaurant or like a resort. I want to be a part of something like a group, like something like that.
Right.
And then also, a lot of people watch this will say he gonna say real estate. I do talk about that, but I ain't gonna say real estate. I want to be a part of.
I mean, if that's the one you're interested in, I don't see.
I'm interested, but I ain't gonna say it's my top 3.
Okay.
Of what I got right now. So I say the hospitality industry, and also I be thinking about this. I want to have like my own like luxury car rentals.
Okay.
That's something new that came around like the last year.
Okay.
But then also another industry. This is gonna come off left. I want to be a sauna partner, and
you said a what?
A sauna partner, right? In the hair and makeup industry.
Okay.
I feel like that's a lucrative business. A lot of like that you could. It's like a really money maker business. That like it's like a faceless type brand.
Right. No, it is though.
Yeah.
I saw the guy recently. On that point, he just recently had a whole like salon. Like he just built his own salon thing basically. So he just renting them Jones. I see nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, like I feel like the real money maker is hair, makeup, manicures. Mm-hmm. Spas and stuff like that. I feel like that's really a real money maker. Haircuts. Mm-hmm. I feel like that's a real essential type business with the tongue. Yeah. You don't have to get a haircut every 2 weeks, but the percentage of the people that do get haircuts every 2 weeks is bigger than the people that don't. Yeah. So I feel like it's an industry that I see myself in within the next 10 to 15 years, though.
Okay. So I think as far as for me, honestly, the 2 that I was gonna say is like, I mean, I've done it. That's why I was interested in. But I mean, if I had to choose different ones, I would probably say the sports industry. Just being an athlete. Mm-hmm. I just always wanted to like the Olympics was my thing growing up. Like I always enjoyed watching the Olympics. I always enjoyed like you know, just being like an athlete for, and then like the face of somebody, like somebody's brand.
Yeah.
So I just think that was kind of like my main thing growing up was more so like that. And then also too, I don't think I ever said this, but more so being like a speaker.
Yeah.
Like it sounds crazy because growing up I was like an introvert, so I didn't really like talking, but I just feel like I like connecting with people too.
Yeah.
You know, kind of, you know, motivating people. You know, just helping people out or like some type of mentorship, because I only say that because I think our generation could help a lot from it, and the next ones that come too, I think they could benefit a lot from that. But when I say mentorships, I think more so not no course or nothing like that. I think it's more so like a personal connection. Like
Yeah.
I know younger, my sister, they had like who was it, the Big Brother, Big Sister program or something like that.
Yeah.
When he was younger, so that was something my sister was in. So they basically, you know, assign you to somebody and they kind of help you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I think little stuff like that would just go a long way for the world. And then I don't know, my third one, I would probably say probably the music industry. I'm really into music, so
entertainment and stuff.
yeah, I think more so just like behind the scenes, like just doing
Yeah.
something, either the director or like more so
Yeah,
like a producer or something like
that's
that.
facts though.
Yeah, I feel like that'd probably be something I'd be interested in.
Especially like throwing a concert. I feel like that's some
That's
bro
what I'm
stuff.
saying,
Like,
or promoter, right?
yeah, throwing a concert.
Yeah,
And then also too, right? Like, I want to talk about my point that we had before we got to this part of the podcast. When it comes to like courses, right? This is how I feel about courses. I feel like courses that have, if you're a person out here that does, say like I see a lot of people that do real estate and stuff like that. If you have a course that actually has value behind it, that has value and that you're actually specialized in this field that the ebook that is based off of, I feel like I don't see a problem with it. I'm gonna say I just want to put that I don't see a problem with it at all, because I feel like we live in a world where people monetize off people's health. Because when you go to the hospital, I mean, those be the biggest bills. I mean, so you gotta pay for that. So I feel like it's not wrong with paying for information. Like, I feel like when people go to college, you gotta have that same attitude when you're doing somebody's course. So I just feel like,
I agree.
yeah, I didn't really think about that. I was just like, oh man, I ain't buying my course. I ain't doing that.
I think it's a certain I wouldn't say I guess I don't know how to put it. So I don't see nothing wrong with buying a course, right? I think it's just more so the person that's selling the course.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if it's somebody like you said that's like successful, you know, had a lot of experience, I feel like there's nothing wrong with it. Yeah. But I think if it's somebody that's you know, mainly an influencer, you know, that's more so producing content for the course and stuff like that, then I kind of see a problem with it, just because you know, realistically, most of those, we always hear stories from that. You know what I'm saying? We always hear they ripped me off, I gave him $100K, he never gave it back. You feel me? Stuff like that. So I always think, like, I think it's a difference between the two different ones, but I see what you're saying, though.
And I feel like a lot of people buy into the person and not the information.
I agree.
And I feel like that's a big thing with people, because me personally, I hear people say, oh, I gave him $300,000, $500K. First of all, I'm gonna just say this. Yeah. I'm not smart. I ain't saying I'm smarter than everybody. I'm not doing that. But me personally right now, if me being Sean, right, from As the Convo, if I have $500,000 to invest in something, I'm not gonna need a mentor. If I build myself up to having $5K at once to invest, then that's not counting. I still got the money for my living expenses and stuff. But if I have $500K to invest in another field, I'm not gonna need. What am I giving you the money for?
Exactly.
Because you can just do your due diligence, your research. Because you can buy out your house yourself.
Basically.
You can refinance a house yourself. Yeah. You can do all that stuff yourself. So I tell people too, just gotta do your information. Because a lot of people though don't like to read though. Yeah. I mean, so they want somebody to cakewalk them through it. So I bet you though, people that was giving the people $300K, $500,000, they thought it was gonna be a slow walk through. No, it wasn't. You tripped and fell. Yeah, it didn't go as planned. No, that's facts though, bro. You got that, but people, I look at it was too good to be true. I give you 500,000. You turn in 3.5 million for me in 2 years. Come on now.
Yeah.
No bumps in the road.
If that's the case, everybody be doing it, bro.
Yeah. So yeah. I wanted to reiterate that though, but this so people don't get confused. There's nothing wrong with courses. I just feel like, as long as there's value in the course, more power to you, because we live in a world where everything's monetized. You know what I mean, and not to compare healthcare and stuff like that to courses, but it's still the same thing. You have to pay to go to the doctor.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you have to pay for medicine. You have to pay for a lot of stuff. And if you got some information, these university charges arm and leg to get this information.
Why not?
You do the same thing, as long as it help me out. So, yeah, man.
I ain't never yet. I ain't gonna lie.
For real. We gonna get a prompt board tonight Monday. So we talked about being celibate, and then with this generation, right? I feel like we were the generation. How does it feel being broke in a rich generation?
I think you got a lot of. Apparently, in our generation, everybody rich.
Yeah,
that's what it seems.
How does it feel? I had an older guy ask me, how does it feel to be working a 9 to 5 in the CEO world? I said, what you mean? He said, everybody's a CEO.
Yeah,
everybody's a CEO.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, he said, you get up every day to work a 9 to 5. I had an older coworker. His name's Carl, right? He said he told one of our supervisors that my generation of females, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not hating on females. It's not every female. Females and men think they would say what I'm doing right now is lame as a 19-year-old. Oh, he working a 9 to 5. They want to take him serious. She was explaining to him how people view somebody working a 9 to 5.
We just talked about that.
Yeah, because it'd be certain males say, "Oh man, you're not a real man." It'd be certain women, "Oh, you working 9 to 5. You can't handle me." So, how do you feel? I feel like too. I feel like work is work, bro. At the end of the day, because I feel like as a CEO, you're an employee to your company. Because what pays you? Your company. At the end of the day,
exactly.
I mean, so you could be the owner, but you still have to work to get the revenue to pay yourself every. I mean, so
right. So I got a couple points on that. So the first point I'm gonna say is everybody's too rich in our generation. Apparently, so I think that's the one thing that's probably killing a lot of people as well. Is just people think they too good for stuff. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what separates us sometimes from other people as well. It's just that certain type of people, I'm not even going to put no type of race or anything to this, but, certain type of people, elevate a lot more by being broke. You feel what I'm saying? But we have this generation now where they think, I guess, acting rich is going to help them get rich. And that's not the whole case. You feel what I'm saying? I think it's more so loving beyond their means and for an image and basically to please other people, because I don't think a lot of people be buying, you feel what I'm saying, a $3,500 jacket, you feel what I'm saying, to please yourself, because what are you really getting from that? You feel what I'm saying? Unless you really wanted something all your life as a child, that's different. But I don't think you'll be willing to create this type of lifestyle, for yourself, if it wasn't to please other people.
And then I tell people too, right? Because this guy been my friend for a minute. Ed knows the way I dress. You never see me in no you say, all right, expensive sneakers, yeah, you say it for the most part, but never an expensive outfit, right? And then I tell people, buy what you want at the end of the day. But when it comes to judging people for what other people wear, it's kind of it's corny in a way. I look deep into stuff, right? When somebody say, oh yeah, who wears a Diesel t-shirt? Who wears you just wearing your brand, you're not wearing nothing else? Or you just wearing Air Forces? I'm like, bro, I stay in my lane, bro. This is in my price range at the moment. I mean, because my real friends know. Once I get there, I mean, it's going to be crazy a little bit because I can afford it. But I look at it as the point of, because I'll be buying it because I can afford it and it's what I want at the time. I feel like when you're not at that financial point and you're spending all your money on this one thing to prove a point, what does that say about you?
Yeah, it says a lot.
Yeah, I mean, because me personally, it got to make sense now, especially as we getting older.
Yeah.
I can't rock $1,000 hoodie.
Right.
Let me say this. My outfit can't costs more than my car note.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
I look at stuff like that. That's how I live about it. So, alright, jeans, hoodie, sneaks. Okay, four or 500. But if that costs, your whole outfit costs $6,000, but your car note is $700, and it's not even a foreign. Like, you gotta ask yourself though, what are we doing here? But then also too, hey, what do we know? Yeah. We can just let y'all live y'all lives, do what y'all do. We just saying our little point. Right. But that's just how I move though. So when people ask me, "Oh, you wearing this and that?" I'm not in competition with y'all. I'm not trying to have a better outfit than you. I like my outfit.
I'm comfortable.
I'm comfortable with me. I mean,
right.
I stay in my lane, man. I tell people stay in your lane, man. And this is for all the people that's younger than us, as teenagers in high school, middle school. Stay in your lane, man. Come on, because you're going to mess yourself up trying to step in somebody else's lane and be like other people to please them. Because in all actuality, let's be honest here, people really don't care what you really wear. I mean, now, the people who look at that stuff, oh, it's appearance, expectations, that's cool. But, like, you got to keep up that appearance. You got to keep with that expectation. I mean, that requirement. You got to ask yourself, all right, if I buy this, can I buy 3 more?
No, first time.
Yeah, so.
I think it's in you, it's not on you.
Yeah, a lot of people got to tell that too. I done met some millionaires wearing the same outfit you wearing.
Yeah. First.
I mean.
So, I think too, right? So, just to end that point off, you talked about, as far as like the view of 9 to 5. So that's kind of tie into, being broke in a rich generation. So I think that a lot of people are too good for 9 to 5s. You feel what I'm saying? So that can stop them from being rich. You feel what I'm saying? And yeah. I think certain people's lifestyles, certain different type of dudes, especially our generation, though they are attracted to lifestyles and the image of someone than what they actually have. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? I think as a man, you should always want and have, financial stability, especially if you want more for yourself. If you one day want to have a family, you feel what I'm saying? You can't really depend on, inconsistency, like as far as certain lifestyles. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and this is not to judge nobody, but that's just my view of it. I don't see nothing wrong with it. You feel what I'm saying? There's people making, millions of dollars doing 9 to 5s. You feel what I'm saying? That y'all would never do. So,
and then this is another point too, right? I told you this many times when we was on the phone together, like 2024, you gotta attack your business different too. You know what I mean? So I told myself too, like, with me being in the clothing industry, I done had a lot of people, right? Like, just penny pinch on my products. I mean, and then it's BS me around about when it comes to my products, wanting to give discounts. And discounts is cool, but I told myself this year, you gotta approach your business as a business and not a charity. Because when you go into retail stores and stuff like that, you're getting the same thing. That's like saying, all right, as detailer, you go to one of them detailers that they got 20 years of experience, 15, 10 years, 5 years of experience, you're getting the same thing with him. You know what I mean? So why would he penny pinch when you're getting the same service as you're getting from these other people who probably might be BSing around? I mean, so I say, this is just a year now. I just send a message out there like to the people. I'm standing down 10 toes on ads to the Convo. I mean, I tell people that all the time. Like, they don't do the discount when it comes to making the stuff. I can't do the discount when it comes to selling it. And plus, to be treated like it's a real business, because I tell people too, right? When it comes to discounting your brand, that's going to mess you up in the long run, because like, oh damn, we ain't reached this financial goal. You could have. And I go anything I say too, when it comes to your attention, like for 2024, when it comes to what you choose to feed into, you got to be sharp with it, man. Like, you got to ask yourself, this is really going to help me grow. Tuning into this IG or TikTok live where there's drama, they talking about this and that, this person do something for me, somebody's entitled, is it really going to help you out from listening to that moment? I mean, so just got to ask yourself, is it really worth it? What's up, y'all? So, us at the Convo, we're about to start a new little segment within the podcast episodes. We're doing a call-in special. Right now, I want to let y'all know we're going to be dropping a story on all of our IG pages. give us some questions, and we're gonna give y'all a call in number to call in. We're gonna tell y'all the time to call in. We're gonna speak to y'all. Y'all get a chance to speak to us during our episodes. A lot of y'all probably don't speak to us on social media, so you finally get like a one-on-one approach with the team, and we get to say our points to your question. What's up, y'all? This is Sean from Add to the Convo. I just want to thank y'all for watching this episode 19, titled Tunnel Vision. Got my co-host Ed right here with me. Add to the Convo. Appreciate y'all for shouting us out, doing what y'all do. We appreciate all the support and everything y'all do. Every post, every repost, every follow, every like, every comment, all engagement is appreciated. Our YouTube subscribers are getting up there too. Appreciate everybody that's subscribing to the YouTube. Add to the Convo clothing. We're dropping something in February. Nice drop. It's a very hard work putting into this drop right here, and we appreciate y'all so much.
Listen, we would have never came this far without y'all. We do appreciate the support. All the people that watch on a consistent basis. All the people that never tune in, man. And add detailing, man. If y'all need anything, feel free to click the link in my bio. Just hit me up, call, text me, anything. I'll get you right.
He leave your car extra clean.